New at 5, the tax filing deadline has passed, while the tax bill exempting wildfire relief payments from federal taxes, well, that has not passed. Action News Now reporter Chloe Curtis joins us now. And Chloe, you've seen this take several forms at this point. What are you hearing about where it stands right now?
Yeah, Alan, I have seen this bill take several forms over the past couple of years, from being a standalone bill to being part of this massive tax bill currently. Many of you have reached out to me and the station wanting an answer either way, so that's the first question I asked Congressman LaMalfa. Where does the tax bill stand today? He says, unfortunately, still in limbo. Here's more from my conversation with him.
We passed the bill out of the House, and it's been over in the Senate for months now, and we just need them to take it up and make it move. It's we have broad support. It has bipartisan support. It certainly did in the House. Mike Thompson and my team have both worked very well on this. We've looked at every tool we can to make it happen. You know, we thought we'd have a window there to perhaps put it in an emergency package for the Baltimore Bridge, right? And so if we could put it in there, great. If we had a package the other day as part of the other expenditures that were going to go for that foreign aid, you know, we thought maybe one of the bills we might be able to slip it in there, because, you know, originally this was a standalone bill, and then we were encouraged to put it in with some other provisions for other types of emergencies like hurricane zones and tornado and stuff, and so we went with that, and we did get it out of the House, but here we are still.
So do you think these spending bills like those for Taiwan, Israel, and Ukraine, do you think that's overshadowing the tax bill?
Oh, by far. That's overshadowing every other piece of business of the House. And, you know, to the detriment of the folks here that are really concerned about it and that it affects their lives so directly. I mean, you know, April 15th has come and gone. Now people have had to decide, like, well, I guess I'm going to, you know, whoever is in that group that received that award payment during that timeline now had to pay taxes on that.
We're at kind of a stagnant space with this bill. What happens next?
The best thing is to contact the United States senators and ask them nicely to get the bill moving. And if you find out there's some that are just holding it on ice due to politics, maybe be a little more direct and less nice about it, you know. But you always want to be positive in your interactions, because you want to get the win. I want to help get the win for people. So, you know, it's always best to address people with in that authority position to be able to get them to want to help you. And so I'm extremely frustrated. I just saw a constituent today at my last meeting who said, how's that going on the tax bill? And I had to give her the same answer, and I feel a sense of almost embarrassment of how this goes sometimes, because of you know, why can't this body come together back there? It's just not that complex. Should be that complicated, but we know politics is. Do
you think at the end of the day that this bill is going to make it through one way or another?
Well, I wish it was at the end of the day, Chloe, but I think I'm going to say that this tax package does need to move, and I'm going to be an optimist and say that we're going to overcome any rumor or whatever of election year nonsense holding it up. And so the voice of the people is extremely helpful on that. So your two California senators, I believe, are going to be supportive of whenever Senator Schumer decides to move it. But you might need your cousins in Idaho and Utah and Wyoming and places like that, because some people have moved there. Contact those senators relentlessly and say, we need this, okay? We are innocent of anything other than circumstances with the way the tax code is.
LaMalfa says he does believe leaders will be able to secure an exemption eventually, and that both sides of the aisle have been supportive, but it's a matter of timing and keeping it at the forefront of people's mind.
So, Chloe, I know you also spoke with Paradise Town Council member Steve Crowder, who just got back from D.C. What was his take on all of this?
Yeah, so Steve actually, when he was in D.C., it wasn't the focus of his trip, but he did bring it up with committees and several lawmakers when he could. And he says he's unsure if the tax bill will move forward in its present form, but says our local leaders aren't done fighting for it yet, and it might just be a means of bundling it with another bill in the near future.
All right, very good. Thanks, Chloe.